Alright, you're back with comedian David Boyle. And it's Friday. It's Fucked Up Fridays. Fucked Up Fridays. How was your week? My week was fucked. When I say fucked, I mainly mean I had to work and do shit I didn't want to do, which is basically everything. I'm creeping up on 6 months sober. It's approaching real fast. I can't even remember what I used to do when I was drunk. I can't even remember what I used to do Fridays. I don't think I did a lot. I think I just liked sitting there getting fucking hammered, trying to escape reality. That was my favourite part. I liked full blackout. Like full blackout was the aim. I wanted to slow everything down until it was just one very slow voice in my head telling me to do evil shit. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Let's get on to Fucked Up Fridays. Stories. This is the listener's day. Every other day of this podcast is pure narcissism with a hint of therapy. Fridays are for the listeners. This week it's a dude again. He sent it in. He wants to remain anonymous. Thanks for sending it in, anonymous cunt. Alright. I was at the casino. I had a big win. I had also scored work that day as a cunt who unloaded furniture off a crate. The way you used the word cunt there was delicious. I'm really proud of the way you used cunt there. Let's listen to it again. I had also scored work that day as a cunt who who offloaded furniture off a crate. That's beautiful. That is a very Australian way to say cunt. Alright, where was I? I had also scored work that day as a cunt who unloaded furniture off a crate. So after leaving the casino, I had about $350. I was with my bogan mate, Andrew Bryan. I bet you that's his real fucking name too. You wanted to keep yourself anonymous, but fucking poor Andrew Bryan, he becomes the victim of this story. Shout out to Andrew Bryan. I was with my bogan mate, Andrew Bryan, and since he was a chippy is a carpenter in Australia, I don't know what it is anywhere else, he was able to steer us both to the strippers. I should point out that the strip club was the logical next step after the casino. He got us into the shittiest one, $5 entry each. I think it was Bada Bing. Alright, I have a history with this strip club. Bada Bing is in King's Cross in Sydney. It is famously one of the shittiest strip clubs known to humanity. The strippers there are mainly junkies and ladies who got lost on the way to the dole office. I got fly kicked in the head by a stripper there once. But that's a story for another day. When we got in there, it was a 45-year-old dancing. Yes, that is generally the median age for a stripper at Bada Bing. And she was also probably the bartender and the cleaning lady. When we got in there, it was a 45-year-old dancing on a stage in front of a bunch of dudes sitting in fold-out chairs who were mostly Indian. I thought I'd better get a couple of drinks. I went up to the bar to get some drinks when some dumpy Vietnamese lady came up and asked me if I wanted a massage. You do not want a well-lit room for what's about to go down there. You don't even want a light. You don't even want candlelight. You just want the glow of those, those moons and stars they put in fucking kids' rooms that glow on the roof. That's about the level of light you want. We went upstairs to a well-lit room and she told me to take my clothes off and left. When she came back, I was lying naked on a greasy bed. Jesus Christ. She started pulling us off. Ooh. Suddenly it got better. And then I got too barred up and asked if she wanted to have full-blown sex. Full-blown sex. You sort of sound like someone who doesn't have full-blown sex very often. Because usually people who have full-blown sex usually just call it sex. Not not full-blown sex like you were 14. She said I had to pay. I was rolling in it, so I pulled out 100. Have to pay more. I pulled out another 50. Have to pay more. Another 50. Have to pay more. I started dipping into the coins. I eventually was able to pay enough money to fuck her in her cold, artificially lubricated vagina. $308.50. Fuck, that is expensive. $308.50, if I recall correctly. She had to wank me off at the end because I was taking too long. Young boy, please come for me. Right, I'll do a real dodgy Vietnamese accent. Young boy, please come for me. Please come for me. Young boy, please come for me. Alright, that's Chinese grandmaster. I'm not good at fucking impersonations. Young boy, please come for me. I busted inside the condom as her cold hand wriggled up and down my prick. I got dressed and went downstairs. My mate was still sitting there watching the veterans stripping. We left and I told him I fucked some chick. He had lost all his money at the casino, so we both walked home from the cross. King's Cross, that is. I still had a few ciggies, though. You still had some ciggies. You lost a little part of your soul, most of your dignity, and you probably contracted quite a few diseases. But like everything, you can just smoke that shit away. Thanks for sending in the story. Have a good fucking weekend. Fucked Up Fridays. Send in your stories. Do what you need to do. Go to Bada Bing if you're in Sydney. Check it out. And I'll see you later.